Thank you for using the golden triangle. Go down to the website and click on the golden triangle box. It may take a minute, it is a large file. Go ahead and drag it down to your downloads, and then go ahead and bring it into your Photoshop. Now change it to darken so you can see the images that you have already cut out behind it. Now oftentimes many of you are using a picture that you really like as a background, but in our composition we can't just place an image. So in our triangle we're going to place our image inside a shape, and the shape that we'll use is a triangle. And in the grid there's lots of different shapes, and they're going to help you with the different scales to build up your images to a triangle. And we can see a triangle. I'm going to make a more straight triangle. I'm going to go from the whole image up. A nifty trick here is I can just click on make selection right at the top. I'm going to click on layer mask, and I have my triangle. Now I want to also include two more triangles on either side using the same image. So I'm going to go Command J to duplicate it. I am going to delete the layer mask that I originally made. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to come and look in an area that I like, and I'm going to make a second triangle. And hold down the Shift key if I want to make a straight line. I'm going to make selection, hit OK, and layer mask it. I'm going to go Control J one more time, V, and I'm going to place it here. And I'll move the second one to the other side. I want my background to be in front of them. I can go Control T. I want to make them both of them a little larger. So I'll go Control T. There we go. So now that I've created my background, I've used for my composition, I've used a triangle to place the images in the background. Now that you've created the triangle for the background image, we need to resize our elements so they build up into that triangle. So I'm going to take my bird, which is really large, and I need to scale it down so it takes up, so it builds almost to the apex. I'm going to take the leaning power of Pisa. I'm going to use my grid here, and I can see that I need to move it up a little higher using what we call the golden mean, a kind of nice ratio. And I'll move it up to the second line, and that will build up. And then I have my cowboy. Get those equal. And now I'll take my cowboy. And he's also sort of the same size, so I'm going to make him a little smaller. Pull him down so he's in the second box. And we'll pull him up so he's in the apex here. So now we'll turn off our golden triangle. Move the cowboy down. And he can come outside the triangle. And so as you look in your composition, you're starting to have a triangle. Although I would like my two other triangles to go behind. And so now I've created a great composition using an image that I cut out for the background into triangles. Now you have a great composition. For the background, I place them for the background in my in the composition. I'm thinking about building up in a triangle format. And so I placed my image for my background inside a triangle. But I've also cut out 2 more triangles and repeated the image. Next, I need to place the objects that I created inside in my triangle fashion. So as you can see, the bird is going to be my larger object. I'm going to have the Tower of Pisa coming up. It's going to go about to the first bar here. So as I get that height going up, and lastly, I'm going to add a cowboy to the very top, riding the bird, to really get to the apex or the top of my triangle. And as you can see, I have a composition that builds up to our triangle. And I can use the arrow key as well to just get that perfect. And now I have a great composition where I've taken a photo, which I wasn't able to cut out before, and I placed it into the composition by using a triangle as our layout. You can repeat your triangles images all over the background if you like. You can be very creative with the idea of using